Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have a motion, if we can put that up on the screen, and I'll read it out. With respect to item AU 10.3, that City Council direct the Executive Director of Municipal Licensing and Standards to report back to the February 26, 2018 Licensing and Standards Committee with recommendations and the feasibility of the following. A, delisting the 10 professional holistic associations from the Auditor General's report dated October 24, 2017, headed A Review of the Municipal Licensing and Standard Division's Management of Business Licenses, Part 2, Holistic Centers. B, delegating the authority to the Executive Director of Municipal Licensing and Standards to delist professional holistic associations, removing the restriction on the number of body rub parlor licenses, and creating eligibility criteria for the issuance of body rub parlor licenses, including the requirement that any new body rub parlor license can only be issued to owners of a licensed holistic center in areas where current zoning permits. 2, City Council direct the Executive Director of Municipal Licensing and Standards to ensure that in preparation of the report in Part 1 above, the necessary consultation is undertaken, including the Chief Medical Officer of Health, community groups and advocates, specifically to identify opportunities to mitigate risk related to public health, exploitation, including human trafficking. 3, City Council direct the Executive Director of Municipal Licensing and Standards to report to the Budget Committee through the 2018 budget process on the projected costs and potential revenue sources necessary to increase the enforcement complement of the division by 1 supervisor and 4 municipal standard officers, including appropriately marked and equipped vehicles and equipment to enhance dedicated enforcement officers related to non-compliant businesses currently operating with holistic licenses. Madam Speaker, I want to begin by thanking the Auditor General and our Director of ML&S for working together to help us really understand what's going on here. And the results are, the facts are, that the current regime or the current rules that we as a city have in place have led directly to the proliferation of unlawful holistic operations in our city. And that's a problem. This motion here today is one of the single most important reviews we've probably undertaken in 40 years to make sure that we begin to fix this problem. What this motion does is it is finally going to provide our staff the ability to close those loopholes that led to this problem in the first place. Our staff do not have the ability to do that. This motion is going to do that. This motion is also going to ensure that we have an adult conversation about the adult industry and understand that it's not going away. And we actually have the ability to deal with this, and we do need to deal with it. And of course, this motion is finally going to allow operators who are operating illegally the ability to operate within the rules. And that is great news for those in communities that have to deal with the proliferation of these businesses. Our neighborhoods don't deserve it. Our families don't deserve it. We have the regime in place to make sure that legal body rub parlors are operating in industrial areas. That's where they should be. And I hope you can support this so that we make sure that we finally start dealing with this problem once and for all. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Palazzo, you got your name.